what's up with it, Sean Breezy? I didn't go back to sleep, man. Man, the reality is, though, bro, is that you are a zero without money. Like, a man without money is invisible in society unless he's a Chad or a Tyrone. If you're not a Chad or a Tyrone, without money, nigga, you are invisible to a lot of women, bro. You just worthless. You're nothing, man. Yup. Zero money equal no love. Zero love. Yup. No money, no honey. As they say, right? That's that old saying. No money, no honey. You're nothing without money. You're not. I mean, you're a fucking zero. A fucking piece of like lint. You're a piece of fucking lint in somebody's pocket. You see what I'm saying? You're nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what I learned throughout the years, man. I used to think I was something when I was younger. I was strong, buff, ripped, not knowing that I wasn't nothing. You feel what I'm saying? Without money, bro, you are nothing. You are zero. You are a loser. You are a scrub. You're everything that women don't want, bro. The only ones you could get away with being broke, like I said, is Chad and Tyrone. These are only niggas that can be broke and still be desired by women. You know my Arabic Chad friend? He was driving one of those mini cars, and he still was having women rolling with him, bro. It was called what was it? What's the name of those cars that's very small? They're like, kind of like a golf cart almost. But anyway, he was driving one of those, and he still was getting pussy on the regular, bro. Like, I remember New Year's Eve, bro. He took me back to his crib, and he had a bitch with him. I was sleeping I was sleeping in the living room, and I was by myself. He was with a woman in the room fucking, but I didn't hear nothing because I was asleep. I was drunk. And he came out later on. He was like, man, I heard you snoring. We heard you snoring from way out here. I think I was overweight at the time or something. But I went home with nothing. He went home with something. New Year's Eve, okay? Kind of remind me when I was younger. I was always getting something on New Year's Eve. But the older you get, bruh, it just gets worse. It gets worse as you age without money. See, money, bruh, that's your leverage as a man, bruh. Without money, you ain't shit. You think I would have been struggling for 8 years without money, bruh? You think I would be like single for 8 years if I had bread? Hell no, I would have had so many women in that 8-year period, bro. You feel what I'm saying? I would have had so many women in that in that 8-year period, bruh. I would have had so many women. I would have never been single for like 8 years, but I would have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 girlfriends. I probably would have had 20 girlfriends in that 8-year period, bro. Lasting like 2 or 3 years a piece. I probably would have had, or maybe 6 months or something. I would have had so many girlfriends. Like right now, if I wasn't broke around this area, bro, I would have had so many Asian girlfriends, and I would have had so many black girlfriends. I would have had Latin girlfriends. I would have had so many girlfriends if I was paid, bro. But my years of struggling, it let me know, like, goddamn, you ain't shit without money. I don't care how good you dress. I don't care how much game you got. You are nothing without a bankroll, bro. You're nothing. You a zero. Niggas can't tell me. I had a nigga come by my channel a while back. He gonna tell me that you are something without money. I'm like, shut the fuck up, bro. What type of world are you living in, bro? You must be a Chad or a Tyrone. Get the fuck out of here, bro. You are nothing. You are zero, bro. Broke men gets no love out here in these streets, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Why do you think the first thing that comes out of a woman's mouth when she want to insult you is that you're broke? That's the first thing that comes out of their mouth when they want to insult you. That's what my sister said about me. When she wanted to insult me, the first thing that came out of her mouth is that I'm broke. Oh, man. You feel what I'm saying? You think I would be struggling at Starbucks over here, bro, with all these Asian women over here, bro? Asian women are the biggest gold diggers in the world. You think a black man walking up in there with some money and some a nice pair of shoes and a nice pair of clothes with a Corvette or a Porsche or even better, a Lambo? You think I would be single right here, just driving my Lambo by myself, just can't get a girlfriend? I'm struggling. I'm a Lambo. I got a Lambo, but I can't get a girlfriend. You think if I had a Lambo and a tight bankroll, you think I would be struggling out here? Hell no. Some of these Asian women be like, God damn, look at this dude. Man, I gotta approach him. I will be approached. I guarantee, bro. I will be approached every single goddamn day of my life. You feel what I'm saying? Every single day of my life, I would be approached. I would be approached every single day of my life. Like in Starbucks. A woman with a fat ass or some nice titties or something. Matter of fact, some of these Indian women will be giving me some play down here. You know, in Indian women, they don't really like black men. But if you got a lot of money, bruh, they'll approach you. Especially if they're young, they'll approach you. I'm looking at some of these young Indian women like they steak, nigga. I'm like, God damn, young Indian women looking pretty good, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? You know, some of the Indian women, they look pretty good. You know what I'm saying? They see me, you know, counting my lotto tickets. They see the watch on the hand and shit. They thinking like, this nigga got some money or something. He got a nice watch and shit. Like, he might blow up. You know, ambition does attract women. You know what I'm saying? Cause they see the potential in you, bro. I mean, ambition won't keep them around for long though. But as long as you deliver, you good. This nigga might hit the lottery or something. I might stick close to him. I seen this time and time again, bro. You feel what I'm saying? You are nothing without money, bro. You nothing. You are zero. You are you know, crumbs between the crack of a couch, bro. That's what you are. You are crumbs between, you know, the crack of the couch. You are gum on the ground, bro. You feel what I'm saying? You are the gum between somebody's shoe. You know, up under somebody's shoe. You are I'm telling you, bro, you are nothing. You are zero. Come on, bro. You think I really would have been struggling? Hell no. You only valuable. Look, man, like I left like some change over there by I'm trying to get across this goddamn street, man. All right. I left some change over there on the ground a while back. It was like a few pennies and some nickels or whatever. I came back the next day, it was still there. But if I would have left $100 bill there, bro, it would have been gone. Cause it's worth something. You know, $100 bill, ooh, somebody left 100? Man, I'm picking that up, putting it in my pocket. You feel what I'm saying? But I left like some pennies and a few nickels over there where I was working out at. Left it there. I came back the next day. It was there. Eventually, somebody came along and picked it up. You feel what I'm saying? But it took a longer time versus if I would have left $100 bill there, it would have been gone the next day. Matter of fact, it would have been gone in like an hour or two. So I would have came along, saw that $100 bill and picked it up like right away. But I left some pennies over there where I camp at, like about a couple of weeks ago. I left a big ass pile of pennies over there. Nobody has picked it up yet. You see, when you're valuable, bruh, people pick you up. When you're not valuable, people leave you where you are, bro. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Women worship money. Yeah, exactly, bro. They fucking do. They fucking do. These hoes, they become sluts, hoes, all for the bag, bro. They sucking a whole lot of dick for the bag, bro. They deep throating for the bag. You feel what I'm saying? I'm telling you, bro. I swear to God, bro. Yeah, I don't even believe in God, and I'm saying it. You feel what I'm saying? Telling you, bro, the women, you are nothing without your money, bro. You guys, some of you guys don't get that part. I can tell you, some of you niggas don't get it, bro. You don't get it. You just don't get it until you get older. I think when you're young, you don't really understand. Then when you get into your 30s, you start understanding, like, goddamn, I am nothing without money. Why you think I'm chasing this bag? Because I know I'm nothing without it. You feel what I'm saying? And I want to be something eventually one day, so I keep chasing it until I get it. And then once I get it, I'll feel accomplished. You feel what I'm saying? You know? I feel accomplished. I feel like I'm a man. I feel like I got something. I feel like I'm something, you know what I'm saying? Instead of feeling like you're nothing. So when I get the bag, I know I'm going to feel great. I'm going to feel good. Feel what I'm saying? I'm going to feel good. You know? So I would say, get your bread up. Get all your money up, nigga. Shit, you ain't nothing without money, bro. It feels good to even get attention, just this attention, period. You feel what I'm saying? Like zero attention sucks. I know this. When I was overweight, I had zero attention. And that fucking sucked like a motherfucker. What's up, man? You healing up good? You better?
A little bit better. Good.
A little bit better? Okay, as long as they're improving. Yeah. As long as it's improving, you good.
God is good.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. You a zero without money, bro. Like, a lot of you niggas don't get it, man. Even the Chads and the Tyrones gotta have money, bro. Like, Chads and Tyrones can't get a stable relationship if they don't have money. They can get laid all the time, but they can't, like, keep a woman around. You know what I'm saying? Money keeps women around, bro. I noticed, bro, if I would have got the bag in my 20s, bro, you think I would have had that 8-year stretch of struggling? Huh? You think I would have been struggling for 8 years? Hell to the motherfucking no, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Even if you got a job, you'll be invisible to certain types of women. Certain types of women, not all women. I can't say you'll be invisible to all women. I'm not invisible to all women. But certain types of women, like women who are very young and pretty, like Little Seven, you invisible to her until you come up. You know, feel what I'm saying? But you invisible if you don't have a respectable job. You see what I'm saying? Like working for FedEx, being a truck driver, is not really a respectable job. Blue collar work nowadays is not enough. I'm sorry. Blue collar work is not enough. It's not enough. I can't say that out loud because I got like blue collar work motherfuckers walking around here. They were like, what? My job ain't enough? Let's fight. I can't be disrespecting people like that though. But yeah, blue collar work is not enough to a lot of females, bro. You gotta have a white collar job, or you gotta be breaded up. You gotta somehow be rich and successful somehow to get a certain type of woman. I'm talking about a certain type of woman. I ain't talking about just any old woman, bro. It's just nowadays, it's just not enough. You got to be some baller or something nowadays. It sucks. You feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, you are zero without bread. Without your money, bro, you got to understand that as a man, as a fucking man. You are nothing, especially if you're average looking, bro. You are nothing without money, and especially if you're below average looking, you just ain't nothing. You just, if you below average looking, bro, you can still be picky too, man. That's what this one guy said on the Leftover Woman channel I was watching last night. He was saying, even if a guy is below average looking, he still got options. He can still be picky. That's the beautiful thing about having money. Even if you're below average looking, you can still be picky as fuck. You got your pick of the litter, bro. You got your pick of the litter. When you have money, you got the pick of the litter. I mean, you can pick the best looking one female that I could get. I could pick the best looking one. I don't have to settle for you, bitch. I'm gonna settle for a sub 5 female or a woman that's average looking at best. I could get the best looking one. You feel what I'm saying? I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you right now. You nothing without money, bro. You're nothing. You are zero. Like this. You like dude. You're like a fly on the wall, a mosquito on the wall, bruh. You're like daddy long legs, bruh. You know them daddy long leg mosquitoes that be like buzzing around? You one of them, bruh. I had a daddy long leg this morning like fly in my face. I just swatted away. I was like, get away from me. That's how you are, bruh. You are a daddy long leg mosquito, bruh. With shoes on, bruh. You are a mosquito you are a daddy long leg mosquito with shoes on, bruh. Without money, you non-existent, bruh. You don't exist. You're like a fucking dinosaur, bro. You don't exist no more. You know what I'm saying? You're nothing, bro. I'm telling you. They swat you away like a mosquito, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like for real, I had a daddy long leg this morning. I just trying to buzz in front of my face. It was bzzz. I was like, get out of here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Get out of here. Like, bro, you nothing. That's nothing to me. A mosquito with a daddy long leg mosquito is nothing to me, bro. Swat it away. Yeah, you like a fucking shadow too, bro. You a shadow. You're nothing, bro. Because motherfuckers don't pay attention to shadows or nothing like that. When you walking around a light bulb, right? You could, your shadow will appear on the wall, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you don't pay attention to the shadow, bro. You just keep walking, bro. Okay, that's a shadow. You know, you don't pay attention to it. That's how you are. You are nothing. You are a shadow. You are a dotted line print, bro. You're nothing without bread, man. I'm telling you, you guys better get your bread all the way up. You better be trying to strive for success, bro, because the older you get, the more invisible you become, bro. I'm telling you, it gets worse. Every year that goes by without money, it gets worse with women. Best believe that. Best believe that. Best believe that. It gets worse with women when you don't have bread, bro. I'm telling you. It gets worse. Look, bro, my best years of my life when I was like 20, 21, 22, 23, I didn't have to have any money just to get laid, bro. I'm telling you. I was getting laid for free. Bro, I was working at this drug rehab program. I slept with at least 2 of those women up in there, man. I think I worked there for like a year or something like that. Yeah, I worked there for like a year. And I took females into the back room and waxed that ass. Waxed that ass. And after a while, for some reason, when I got over 30, the pussy stopped being free, bro. For some reason, they start asking me what I did for a living a lot more when I got past 30 years old. You feel what I'm saying? I'm telling you, bro, it gets worse. You guys don't want to, you guys ain't hearing me, bro. You ain't hearing me at all. It gets fucking worse. It gets so goddamn worse that the droughts become longer as you get older. Yes, it does. It ain't like you young, you go through a month of a drought and then you get a new girl. You feel what I'm saying? Somebody said in a while back, they were saying, yeah, I'm like in my 40s and I'm still getting pussy. I'm like, yeah, you still getting pussy, but how long is your droughts though? When you lose a girlfriend, do you get one like right away? Or does it take you like 2 or 3 months to find a new one? You're nothing without bread, bro. Dudes who are rich, I envy them, bro, because if they lose a girlfriend, they could get another one like right away. Like, damn, how lucky is that? Like, I envy Floyd Money Mayweather. I'm like, bruh, even though he bankrupt, he's still getting pussy on the regular. It like, you don't see this nigga struggling to get any type of coochie, bruh. He always got pussy by his side, bruh. That's a lucky man right there, man, where you don't have to worry about no droughts. And you always sticking your dick in some pussy all the time. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, bruh, it's like, man, get the bread, man. Get the money. Get the money, bruh. Get the bread. Y'all niggas better be working up, bruh. You better be working your way up the ladder. You feel what I'm saying? You better be working your way up the ladder, bruh. You better be trying to get it, bruh. Because as you get older, it gets worse, bro. Trust me, bruh. It's getting worse on my end. I remember my struggle started at 30-something years old. I remember I was getting older, and I noticed that the younger women, the traffic with younger females started to slow up. You feel what I'm saying? Started to slow the fuck up. I wasn't getting laid like I used to. You feel what I'm saying? I remember I used to take females in my 20s. I used to take females to the hotel for free. I was getting free coochie, bro. Free. You know what I'm saying? Now it's all about your motherfucking wallet when you get to be 45 years old. They ain't trying to fuck with a 45-year-old man, bro. When I mean by the droughts of, I'm talking about like young females. I ain't talking about females that's older than you. Those are easy to get. Women in their 50s and stuff. I don't want that. Sub 5 stalker was 40 something years old, bro. I didn't want her. She didn't even look good for like 40 something. She looked horrible. You feel what I'm saying? I'm telling you, niggas, I'm telling you, you are nothing without your bread, bro. You are zero. You are invisible. You are an invisible man with with a hat and some shoes on and some clothes on. You are an invisible man. You walking into Starbucks, bro. You are invisible to certain type of females, bro. You're nothing, bro. You are nothing, bro. Zero, or zilch, just nothing. You just ain't you ain't invisible, bro. That's all. You ain't visible. You feel what I'm saying? I envy the rich men, the men who got the bag, bro. I envy those motherfuckers, bro. It's like, bro, when nigga got the bag, you just ain't struggling to get nothing. You got something. See, when I was younger, bro, I was always using my looks to get shit. And I thought my youth and my looks would last forever. But it didn't. And then time started like catching up with me. And I was still going to clubs and I was coming up dry most of the time. I mean, when I dropped the weight, when I got into shape, I started picking up again. You guys remember I was on the juice. And I felt like I was 25 years old again when I dropped all that weight. You feel what I'm saying? Working out for so goddamn long and dropping so much goddamn body fat percentage, I was getting women coming at me again. You feel what I'm saying? And I was like, what, 38? I went out with a 19-year-old female. I felt like I said, I felt like I was 25. But as you get older, bruh, you're just invisible to certain types of females you like. Or the females that you used to attract, you're invisible to them. I remember I used to attract females that looked like Little Seven. It wasn't a whole lot of them, but I was able to attract a female that was on her looks level when I was younger. Not no more, nigga. I don't care how much you work out, you ain't gonna be able to attract them young females like you used to. They'll look at you and be like, oh, he got a nice body, but he old, he too old. You know what I'm saying? Because you're competing with the young dudes that got a nice body too. So, what's the difference? You know what I'm saying? You just ain't the same dude. So as you get older, without money, you just become more invisible to young females. And we, as men, it don't matter how old we get, we still continue to like young females. Like me, I like Little Seven. I would like to have that. I would like to hit that. But I'm invisible to her, man. Like, she don't, this bro don't even acknowledge me, bro. Like, there's other females in there that got lesser looks. They acknowledge me. They know my name. They say my name. Say my name, bitch. Say it in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? Like, but this female, she's at a different caliber. She's not gonna no, females who are pretty, no, they're not gonna acknowledge you. Women who are at a higher level with the looks, no, they're not gonna acknowledge you, bro. I noticed that. Even some women who are below you won't acknowledge you. Like some women who are sub 5 looking, they won't acknowledge you. Not all of them, but a lot of them will, but not all of them. Not every single one. So get your bread up, fellas. Oh, it ain't gonna be you ain't gonna be nothing. I'm telling you. You are zero until you get the bag. You better be fighting for that bag every single day of your life. I gotta go. I gotta get in here, man, and get get a little bit of coffee and a bagel in my system. I'm hungry right now. You guys have a good day and shit. Stay up on the grind. Stay chasing that bag. I'm out.